Welcome back to the Deep Dive. For the week ending February 8th, 2026, if you felt like the AI news was just all over the place this week, you are definitely not alone. We're here to cut through that noise.
Yeah, it was a heavy one.
Yeah.
The theme this week is really scale. We're talking massive consolidation, agentic AI taking over the grunt work, and a race for power that's literally heading for the stars.
Okay, before we get to the rockets, let's nail down that term, agentic. It's everywhere. What makes an agent different from the chatbots we have been using for years now?
It's a good question. The simplest way to think about it is a chatbot is like a consultant. It gives you advice. An agent is an employee. It has the autonomy to go do things, access tools, write code,
Yeah.
manage files.
All without you micromanaging it.
Exactly. And that shift is driving some absolutely wild numbers. I mean, we're hearing whispers of a $1.25 trillion merger.
And this claim that 80% of databases are now being built by, well, not by humans.
It's a staggering statistic.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's start with the money.
Right. The big one. Reports are swirling that Elon Musk is looking to combine SpaceX and xAI.
This is such a fascinating move. You've got SpaceX valued at, what, around $1 trillion, and xAI at maybe $250 billion.
So you merge them and create this behemoth.
But you have to look past the price tag. The strategy here, I think, is all about vertical integration.
Hold on, though. I mean, it's Elon Musk. Is merging a rocket company with an AI startup really about synergy? Or is this just financial engineering to pump up the valuation?
That's fair. That's a valid skepticism. But there's a real logic to it. Think about the infrastructure. SpaceX has Starlink.
A massive global internet connection.
Right. So xAI gets immediate access to a global distribution network, and maybe more importantly, it gets access to the funding it needs for the insane amount of compute power AI requires.
Sure.
You're tying the digital brain to a physical orbital backbone.
Okay, so while Musk is aiming for orbit, the enterprise world is trying to lock things down here on Earth. Snowflake just dropped $200 million on a deal with OpenAI.
And this is kind of the perfect counterpoint. This is about making AI safe for the big corporations, and they're doing it with what they call in-place agents.
Why does in-place matter so much? Is it just about speed?
It's about security,
Oh.
1,000%. Normally, you have to send your sensitive data out to a model to get an answer.
Which CIOs hate.
They hate it. With this, the agent comes to your data. It lives inside your secure cloud. It queries your sales numbers right there, and that critical info never, ever leaves your system.
The agent comes to the data.
Okay.
That connects perfectly to that Databricks claim, then, that AI agents are now creating 80% of their databases.
Yeah, specifically around their data lake management. The AI isn't just analyzing data anymore. It is writing the code to organize it, to store it, to provision the resources.
So developers just describe the outcome they want.
And the agent acts like a construction crew and just builds the whole back-end environment. It's wild.
So AI is doing the heavy lifting for the back end, but it's also getting good at the pretty stuff. Google released this new framework called PaperBanana.
I love that name.
Yeah.
But the tech is serious. It's a multi-agent system. One agent retrieves data, another plans the visual, another renders it, and a fourth one critiques it.
All to automate making charts for research papers.
Exactly. It takes the most tedious part of research and just does it.
But this level of automation is precisely what freaked the market out this week, wasn't it? All this talk of a bloodbath over a new tool from Anthropic.
Well, complete panic. Anthropic released a model that showed it could pretty much automate a huge chunk of entry-level coding tasks. Investors saw that and immediately worried about SaaS revenues collapsing.
The fear being, if AI can write the software, who needs to pay for a subscription?
Exactly that. But it was an overreaction. You had Google's Sundar Pichai and NVIDIA's Jensen Huang both come out and call the panic irrational.
And do you agree?
I do. I mean, AI is an enhancer. It's a turbocharger for existing business models like YouTube was for search. It's not an immediate overnight reset button for the whole economy.
Speaking of a reality check, let's look at something that really challenges the biggest model wins narrative. Sarvam AI in India. It's apparently outperforming giants like Gemini and ChatGPT on local tasks.
This is so important. It's not just that it knows more about India. It's a fundamental technical advantage. These huge U.S. models, they treat Indian languages as an afterthought, which is inefficient. Sarvam actually optimized its tokenization for languages like Hindi and Tamil.
So it's not only more accurate, it's computationally cheaper.
Much cheaper and faster. It proves that a smaller, specialized, fit-for-purpose model can absolutely beat a trillion-parameter giant on its own turf.
And finally, let's bring it all the way back to Musk for probably the most futuristic news of the week. He predicted that within 36 months, the cheapest place to run AI compute will be space.
It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But look at the energy math. On Earth, data centers are fighting power grids and cooling costs.
Constant problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But in orbit, you have uninterrupted solar power. No night, no clouds, and you can radiate waste heat directly into the vacuum of space.
So if you can solve the launch costs, which SpaceX is doing, the energy problem just kind of disappears.
That's the theory. Energy becomes abundant. Space becomes the ultimate data center.
So to sum up the week, we've got AI integrating into our physical world with satellites, it's building its own digital world on the back end, and it's even getting specialized for regional cultures.
It's settling into the very infrastructure of our lives, from the server room to the launch pad.
So here's a thought to take with you for the rest of the week. If energy truly is the main bottleneck for intelligence and the sun shines brightest in orbit, is it inevitable that the data centers of the future will leave Earth behind entirely? Thanks for tuning in to this deep dive. We will catch you next time.